Alright, let's see, make sure we got everything rolling. We do. Get everything shared out. Got 1 minute to go. Welcome. Workout number 77 riders I've seen. Workout number 5. Zwift Academy. Just about there. Couple more channels to share out to. Got about 80 riders doing this. A lot of riders rolling in here in the last minute. Patrick Tan is here on stream as well. We're trying to connect to each other, get both on the stream, but we'll see if we can get that worked out for the future. We should be to go. Here we go. Few seconds to roll. Rock and roll. Get the music going. There it is. Right up to 128 here. Nice little warm up as we roll. Welcome, welcome. I'll be back to chat here in just a second. Got some interesting topics to kind of work around today, chat about. A lot of stuff has come through. So we are on workout number 5, intensive anaerobic, 1 minute. So essentially 1 minute workouts. Morning, Jesper. Thanks for joining in. Got everyone on board. Patrick Ascenders leading the way here. I will bring him in on the stream here. Trying to do a little co-stream action. Just realized that we were both streaming at the same time, just moments before we started. So we will try to make this cohesive thing as we move forward. Let's take a quick look at today's workout. Let me bring it up on whatsonzwift.com. If you're looking to get more information about all the workouts here on Zwift, you can load them up real simply on whatsonzwift.com. Let me do the workout here. Bring it up on screen. Should be able to check it out. There we are. Got extensive anaerobic workout here. It's the top left here. Got our little warm up. Got some 1 minute intervals right below threshold. 3 minutes kind of real steady right below there. And then we've got a couple 1 minute blowouts. So what we're gonna do on the first couple, we're gonna make sure we hit those targets right on. Won't be any RG, so really gonna work those legs. And if you notice kind of at the end here, I don't have my cursor, there's 2 grayed out boxes there. Those boxes are gonna be free rides to give you a chance to really push. Give you a chance to kind of show what you've got for that 1 minute. And the key is going to be pacing. Pacing, pacing, pacing. Super important. So if you've got questions, see what I could do to answer whatever we've got. I know a couple other things that we wanted to roll through was also some questions about getting connected to today's plan. Let's see if we can help. If we can help us with that. So we'll get all spun up, get all warmed up, get ready to go. I think we'll make sure we got some audio in here, some background. And we do. All right. Like we're rocking and rolling. Ashi Joshua, welcome. Thanks for joining in. Hey George, another one of our team Dimension Data Zwift Academy streamers. Thanks for joining on. All right, so while we're warming up here, bring my wattage down here. There was a question about how to get to today's plan and how to get connected. So specifically, the way you do this is, let me jump on. You get onto Zwift.com, log in as you, and go under my profile there. And under my profile, You'll get all your information here and go to connections. Under connections, you'll see that I'm connected to Strava, Training Peaks, and today's plan. What you'll want to do, this most likely says connect, or maybe it says disconnect, is you'll want to disconnect and reconnect that, and that should get you where you need to be. Let me bring up my today's plan. Let's get all logged in. Forgive us. Thanks, Pat. Hey, Kev. Alright, so I'm all logged in here. Let me bring it back. These are all my workouts here. You should see Zwift Academy in the top left. Kind of blown out here. Then you should see your workouts come out here. Got each of the ones. Each of the workouts that you've done indoors, you'll need to hand load, side load, any of those workouts that are outside of the workout module. Social rides, outside, not virtual. Alright, so again, just head over to Zwift.com, my.zwift.com, log in, and that should get you what you need, get you all the information, get you all sorted out. So right now, break out the workout. So, one last look at that before we get our first 1 minute interval going. Got a nice little warm up here. We've got 1 minute kind of spin ups, really just to get an idea of how long we're going to be going. The key to all of this is going to be pacing. Pacing, pacing, pacing. So hitting these targets right on are going to be key. First one's going to be 260 for me. I want to roll right up to it and hold. Here we go. All right, let's roll that out. Here we go. Got the whole group lit up here. Right at yellow. See a lot of people going over wattages there. That's why you see the whole group kind of coming together like that. All right, the group is all together. Really holding right on that target is super key. So keep that rolling, looking good. Let's see what's happened on Patrick's side. Bring him in. There he is. There's Patrick, just a couple seconds back. Looking really good. He's rolling about 30 seconds back on stream. Good strong over there, Patrick. All right, back to the live screen here. All right. A chill little spin here. Get that cadence down. Alright, so the first question today was how to get connected to today's plan. Head over to my.zwift.com and allow you to connect and disconnect. Kind of get you going there. What do we got next? Go right up. Get that dialed in. Right there. Perfect. And hold. Get right on that wattage and hold. You'll notice the whole group kind of get split up. And everybody kind of surge here. Everybody catching up. All right. All right, so there were some questions about our overshooting and undershooting, and it has to do with kind of the short intervals. and being able to keep up with the quick changes. Intervals at a minute. It'll give you a couple seconds, 10 to 15 seconds on the best trainers. Really get you wound up. You are on ERG. But for example, being off ERG, it's all on you. Speeding up and finding that wattage. Alright, so today we're going to be working on anaerobic powers. Talk a little bit about that. Right now, we're really working on pacing and how much effort you need to put and how to hold steady wattage. Fortunately, but unfortunately, you'll find that with a, hey, good morning, Gary. Yeah, it's early. 5:45 a.m. Pacific. I've been on for a bit. Yeah, so we're going to be working 1 minute intervals here today. Really looking to work that very high end, all out power. Very often you'll find that riders find themselves going out too hard the gate and really fading at the end. Academy's been good enough to give us a mix in this workout of a couple steps of 1 minute workouts that allow us to get a feel for steady power. We'll really get an idea kind of what you can hold and what that feels like. Dev says, just completed the workout. Pretty brutal. Failed on the third one. The third prescribed workout, a prescribed FTP number. Yeah. So pretty difficult, or can be, just because of the height, kind of the ragged edge that they're going to bring you. Above 120%, 150, 175. Morning, Ariel. Thanks for joining in. Getting my workout going here. Make sure I hit this recovery. Recovery is always key here. It's not too far down though. At 185, 65% of the FTP isn't too much of a in between, but keeps the legs going. Yeah, we'll roll through, get some questions going. I'll bring Patrick in every couple intervals here. We'll keep it going. We were talking about 1 minute. It'll be our last one of the set. Really got to concentrate. Alright, so staying right on this wattage is key. Concentrating on pacing is important. ERG will be off for the last two intervals. 1 minute free ride gives no resistance control and passes it over to the game. So wherever we are in the game, that's what we're gonna get. Happens to be a climb, it'll be a climb. So, super important here. Really stay on target. Really feel how much you can hold, how much you can handle, how much you can carry this 1 minute interval. Yep. Got the down. All right. There's a question about group rides yesterday, about the etiquette and the objective of group rides. I think a lot of it has been kind of skewed by kind of how we normally run group rides every day. The group rides here specifically are rides where you get to ride with other people. It does not necessarily mean that you're riding at everybody's pace, because the prescribed pace is not for everybody. So what you should do, what would be best practice, take your FTP multiply by about 65, 70%. It will get you your number. It'll get you your number of what you should be pushing during that interval or during that group ride. The group aspect of the ride is being able to chat live in game or being able to chat on Discord and really working that side of things. Being on a threshold pace the whole time is not the goal, unfortunately. So right now we're in a rest interval. Really make sure get this worked out. See how Patrick's doing on his side. Pull him up. Pretty strong there. Got this inset here. All right, so we're going for 3 minutes, right near threshold. So we'll spin that up. Get right to where you need to be. Dial in that wattage. Go. Yeah, so objective is essentially get you a more easy, chill ride on the days in between. That means anywhere from 60 to 75% of FTP, what you're looking for. Really need to kind of show some self-discipline to get yourself sorted, being in the right place. And really, that's going to be key to get what you need to get out of it, which is a workout that will recover you for the next more intensive workout like we're doing today. The start should not look like a race where everyone is jumping out straight out the gate. If it is, let them go. Ride your pace. Yeah, and as a ride leader myself, it is frustrating when people don't listen to the ride lead, but it happens. It could be from a number of different reasons. People not seeing the messages, sometimes language, barriers, a lot of things can play. We should be pretty warm now. Getting all sorted here. Thanks, Patrick, for the ride on. If you come up with any questions here, hold them in live. Available here as well. So, what else we got going on? We'll scroll on down. There's a fun comment yesterday about how an incorrect FTP is to be the cure for everything. Definitely get a kick out of that. And I think it just kind of shows light on how much weight you put on this number, when in fact it is a very arbitrary number. So using that number as a guideline more than anything, and understanding that it's a variable number. You get sick, you're off the bike, it can be a variable number. Making sure that you have kind of enough understanding to be able to drop it a couple watts or decrease the bias accordingly is important. Looks like we're finishing our first set here. Right at tempo for me. Bring this down, get a nice recovery going. Very good. So this workout can be approached two different ways. On ERG, of course the game is going to hold you to that wattage for that 1 minute. I think the value this workout being done off of ERG is it will teach you how to hold your wattage. You'll see in the final two, during the free ride, how sporadic people are with their wattages. And so in that respect, it is super important to make sure that you have some control to be able to control that wattage as you are kind of controlling it with just your legs, your power. Sure, we're all good. Couple comments about Zwift crashing in the group ride. Pretty tough. Can be a tough thing, but remember, workouts don't need to be all done within a group workout, all within a group ride. You have more chance of crashing in a group ride or when there's large numbers of people on course than just riding around on your own. So if you get a chance, just drop in, load the workout from the workout module, hit the letter E on the keyboard, choose the workout at the bottom of the menu, and just roll. It's great to do it in a group workout setting, but really, just puts you around all these other riders, which is nice. Not a whole lot of chatting happening in this one. Get right up to 3:30. This is a warm-up, by no means an all-out effort. Really gonna get the legs going, really kind of test how people are being able to hold this high power. So really 1 minute at VO2 max. Out there, 30 seconds. This angle is angle 8. Oh man, and my son's awake. And then 0. Right, I'll take you through it. 6, 8, what is it actually? 8, and then 0. This is 9 and 0. 7's good too. Uh-oh. Oh man, I missed it. Too many toys. We were on a for an FTP, Ryan. 313. He's right. Yeah. So this is 8 plus zoom. Let's see. At 7, there's 8, 0, then nice little spin. 9 zoom actually gives us a little wider view. Hold loop around. So really, these are just primers to give us an idea of what kind of effort we're going to be putting out. The last two giving us a chance to really blow out the power, really give people a ride. So making sure you can measure effort. Steady effort is key. Getting those ride-ons, awesome. Welcome everybody. Good morning, Nadia. Doing an academy ride, watching picture in picture. Awesome. Let's see if we can get Patrick in here. He is buffering for the moment. There he is. There's Patrick. Just a couple seconds behind there. About 20 from what I can tell. Yeah, not bad at all. The recovery is super important, especially for the 1 minute intervals. Not worried about getting stars. Talked about on the live stream the other day. Stars are not the goal here. The appropriate amount of recovery that you need is important. So making sure that you can do what you need to get recovery is important. All right, so we're coming up for the next minute. I'm getting gear here. We're down about 115%. We're going to 430. All right, pull it up. Here we go. Right on the mark. Change gears as necessary. Really hold in. A long way to go still. Good question, Ryan. 25 seconds. And I'll answer you. What I'll do is I'll grossly underhit the recovery here. Make sure you're completely recovered. Alright, just made some comments there about being out of VRG being really helpful for being able to get full recovery. There's no way you can get under the proper water chair and get a whole better result. It's the key to all the workouts. Or again, not to get stars, make sure you can make full, strong efforts on those in between. Full recovery. Yeah. Ryan Adam de Guzman, best training plan to lose weight. Combinations of things there, Ryan. First, you're looking at 80% of it coming from food that you put in. Focusing on putting the right foods in when you are doing workouts versus the time that you're not. And with that, making sure that you're fueling for those workouts appropriately. Meaning that you put things like the carbohydrates and things will really fuel you during the times when you need them versus all throughout the day. So for example, you've got an intensive workout like we have today, you'd be refueling carbohydrates, let's say, after a workout. The rest of your day, be plenty of proteins and fats and things like that. Really breaking down macros in that way and bringing in the carbohydrates pre and post workout. Be an easy shift without changing really any training plan. A lot of times what you'll find that riders go overboard, and on the day they have a workout, it ends up being a free-for-all. But in fact, the workout is less than 90 minutes. You typically, unless the workout will be in the next 12 to 24 hours, you'll find yourself not even needing to do post-workout recovery meal. You could actually go just to your next regular meal and just eat healthfully the rest of the time. Hey Dan, yeah, not worried about stars. Worried about recovery, worried about that 1 minute. So as we design these workouts, there's a wattage you need to put in there. Some science behind 65%, anywhere from 55 to 75%. But really, it's to each their own. Really get that down. If you find yourself higher than that, really going to be detrimental to your 1 minute hours as we go. So if it means you're under the whole time, it means, hey, That's what we're looking at. Got a good group today. We're looking at just over 100 riders. Just about to get into our next 1 minute. 6 minutes is a great amount of time to recover. Making sure you're getting yourself well hydrated, well fueled. He's the star man. Thanks, Nadia. Oh, I was asking some other questions. We got about 90 seconds for the next one. The 160% FTP. There were some comments earlier. A couple of comments earlier about not being able to hold the wattages even for the prescribed 1 minute. And a lot of it has to do with training. This anaerobic effort, typically riders can do on the shorter end of things, 15, 20, sometimes even up to 30 seconds, but typically lack the discipline, focus to be able to do this for a minute. So the 1 minute stretch is super important. Got 56 seconds here left. Let me see how Patrick's doing. We'll actually roll with him on the next 1 minute interval. I think I've got him going here. See if I can jump to live. About a minute behind here. Should be able to catch up. 30 seconds to go. Nice and recover. Yeah, he's about a minute in. 30 seconds into mine. I'll flip over to his. We get a chance to see Patrick. His 1 minute. Being out of ERG, make sure I get my gears going. Got about a minute to go. Four, 5, 5 is for me. And that gear right on top. Nice and steady. To start here, we'll bring him in on top. There he is. Seconds to go here. It's about to start. Nice job. Okay, sitting it hard there. Really get on wattages. Get a focus on his eyes there. Really focusing on the screen. Looking good. Finding his own rhythm there. And strong. About 20 seconds left. Really pushing, you can see his heart rate going up. So this is the type of the power output. What you'll find that your heart rate will continue to increase. This lets you know you are above threshold. And if you continue to rise, you are essentially depleting that energy system. And you'll find there's a finite amount of times you can do that, and a finite number of length of time, as well as a finite number of times you can repeat that. And really, that's the trainable part of this all. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, we're talking about 1 minute repeatability. A lot of times, riders are have trouble putting together a 1 minute because of pacing. Understanding where they need to kind of target, be able to have a strong finish. Essentially, this comes down to what a lot of our team riders use as 1K finishes or 1,000 meters. About that kilo, that 1,000 meter mark, around a minute time. Yep. So Kev mentions in the chat, he's trying to maintain 4:45 for him, going out too fast. Yeah, so during the free ride, he lowered that wattage by a little bit. But as you notice, see, we can talk FTP, essentially your 60-minute time, or estimated 60-minute time from a 8 or a 20-minute or step test, approximated. Then you have your 5-minute or your VO2 max effort. Turning here. And then what that will do is scale down to your 1-minute time, then your 30-second sprint, and your 5-second power. These are all numbers used on what's called a power curve that allows riders, coaches, take a look and see how strong the rider is. Essentially, very smartly, workouts have all been designed to find out each of our 5-second, 1 minute, and threshold powers. Help identify that top 1% power rider. So, very, very thought out. Very important to understand that each of our 1-minute powers will be different. And essentially, it makes you the kind of rider that you are. Whether it be sprinter, domestique, time trialist, roller, or whatever kind of rider that you're looking. We're about 27 minutes left here in the ride. Got a couple 1-minute sessions left here. And cool down. Been really good so far. A lot of times you'll find that these 1-minute efforts won't completely gassed at the end of the workout. But what you'll find that this is an area that a lot of riders don't actually work on or work on their repeatability very often. So there's a couple ways to get better at 1-minute intervals, and it's not doing just a 1-minute sprint at the end of a social ride. It's actually stacking these on top of each other with less and less recovery. For example, 2 to 1 could work. Go 1 minute on to 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes off, let's say. We're at 6 minutes off now. Next time you do it at 1 minute on, 3 minutes off. This time, 1 minute off with 2 minutes on. So just playing with that recovery, really working on recoverability in between, and being able to repeat that 1-minute power. And the question comes in, when do you stop? When you stop is when, let's say you're hitting the target of 450, you're off by more, let's say, than 15% of that target, let's say by 40 watts on your average, then time to kill it. Time to come back and do that workout again. You can easily do that in repetition of 10 times, let's say, and that'll get your 1-minute power kind of steady. All right, here we go. 1 minute, 485. Yeah, Dan Rhodes comments, 40 trainees. Works really well to improve. 40 seconds, just long enough to do it. Nice. That's 485. So really, that's going to be that target. So ideally, somewhere between the second and the third would be a good place to kind of target. All right, so again, really recovery. Pacing is key. This 1 minute effort. Dan was mentioning 40-20s. Essentially any effort above 30 seconds will work on your 1 minute power. Anywhere from 40, about 75 or 80. Around the 2 minute mark is where you'll find you'll have to jump over the VO2 max. Really, 2 minutes, 8 minutes intervals are working on a VO2 max level. Anything below 30 seconds to about 2 minutes will give you the other. All right, a couple more minutes here before we jump into the next one. See what other questions we have. Just been a lot of comments about people getting back, just getting back to Zwift, or getting on Zwift Academy and using their FTP from months and months before. Just keep it in mind, you know, being able to kind of humble, be respectful, and drop down that FTP accordingly. So, with the family upstairs waking up, I may have time for one more interval here. Might be able to squeeze the second one in. We'll kind of see what happens. May get a chance to see my little one roll onto speed. Got 3 minutes. Look, pacing is key. We will get a chance to see how we all roll. Like we are going to be on Volcano. That'll put us relatively flat on the screen. That'll be good. We'll comment on group rides being harder than the workouts. Yeah, stay seated is important. There's some comments about workouts being harder than the group rides being harder than the workouts. And if in fact that is the case, then you're riding your group social rides too hard. Drop down, drop to another group, and shoot for about 65-75% of your FTP. Social rides are not meant to be hard. Not meant to be ridden at threshold. Notice very few workouts are put just at threshold. If you were to ride in that whole thing for an hour, you can be advised by any of these workout designs. It's super important to kind of respect that and understand. Looking good. Let's see if there's any more comments there. Just joined in. Thanks for joining in. My name is Jason Flores. Ride with Team ODZ and the Endurance Lab here on Zwift. Doing Zwift Academy's intensive anaerobic 1-minute workout here. We've got about 18 minutes left in the workout. We've got 2 1-minute section intervals left. The intervals are free ride, meaning that they will not be paced by ERG. But really, pacing is key. At 25 seconds for this one to come up, all on us. Really choosing a target between the second and third, or maybe even just the second, will be key, and really ramping it up in the last 30 seconds. Here we go. Yep. Nice. There's a good average there. Last 30 seconds here. Nice shot. You can see it. High 23. Oh, 540. 543. 544. 540. To really shoot, finish strong in the last 30. Looking good. All right. Hey, looks like
what is up?
This is Dr. Chris Haskell. All right, we are live, Dr. Haskell. We've got just under 50 viewers here on the live stream. I want to welcome Chris back to Zwift. We are on a workout here, the Zwift Academy workout number 5. I know you've been riding secretly, right? Getting these workouts in.
Secretly.
Yeah. A little broken up there. We'll get him back just a moment. There he is. Hello everybody, we are in recovery right now. Dial back a bit.
Well, this by the sound of your voice, this workout tends to be a little more difficult than just say walking down the street.
Oh yeah, a little bit of a 180, 185 beats per minute. Remember what that feels like?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
The difference is, I can talk in complete sentences at 185 beats per minute.
That happens. That happens.
Hey, do you remember that old way of just kind of managing, how hard you were working, essentially by metering your speech by you could say, okay, well, you're in zone 1 if you can talk normally. You're in zone 2 if you have to breathe in between every 5 or so words. Do you remember that kind of
I do.
way of thinking about things?
Yeah, so that essentially has to do with 2 what's called a respiratory efforts. So you're looking at, if you're able to talk full sentences, like I am now, you're looking at yourself being in the aerobic zone around 70% of your maximum heart rate. So you should be able to talk kind of in complete sentences, just like this. If you're able to only stutter a couple words at a time, you're looking at yourself being around threshold. So those are kind of the 2 little heart rate zones that we're talking about. Ventilatory thresholds, they call them in science.
Now, depending on who you are, right, you and what philosophy or I guess organizational structure you subscribe to, you might call those zones. You might call, you might describe them in their physiological states as you do, right? More scientific.
Yeah.
Or you might just, put it on the suck scale. Right?
Sure. So what's suck scale? How does it lay out? Yeah.
Well, the lowest level is chill. The second level is, oh, come on, man. Third level is, this sucks. Really sucks. Freaking sucks. And
that's a very complicated 6-zone philosophy there.
6 zones.
Yep, 6 zones
of suck scale.
That's pretty solid.
But it applies to lots of different things. Whether it be workouts or spicy food or Jeremy Renner movies.
That's right. Are you actually on the bike, Chris?
I'm not on the bike. I'm commuting in. I do have a workout station set up at the university now.
Nice.
Because I'm there so much this time of year, I've just decided to put my my pain cave in my office, and maybe do a little work while I ride.
But definitely
some people have a
standing
desk.
Yeah, you have a rolling desk.
I have a rolling desk. Yeah.
Hopefully not on the rollers.
No, we've had to give those up on account that I have way too many crashes on my rollers.
All right, we are about 40 seconds, everybody. 40 seconds till your last 1 minute interval. That's 60 seconds. Woo. Shoot for that wattage that you had in the last interval. Really try to finish strong in the last 30 seconds. Looks like all the Team ODZ riders are jumping on, checking out this live stream. We are headed towards 75 viewers with Chris Haskell on the phone, calling it in, sending it in. Everybody wants to hear that sweet voice. Here we go, counting it down in 10, 9, 8. We're gonna go 1 minute, all out. 3, 2, 1, and here we go.
Go hard, don't Andy Jenner this.
You wouldn't want to do that.
No. Actually, he would work hard, but you can never tell when the Brits are working hard.
And why is that?
Well, because they're always, at least in the Andy's neck of the woods, they're always snarky, right?
Snarky.
I guess you can tell. They just get a little more snarky.
20 seconds.
Which lasts longer, a workout minute or a microwave minute?
Pretty equal. 10 seconds.
I'm pretty sure a workout minute lasts longer.
Think so?
Oh yeah, about 3 times as long.
5:45. 5:45. Oh. Hey, Rylan. Come say hi to Chris Haskell. He's on.
I love Rylan. He might be one of my favorite flows. He's definitely top 3.
Rylan, Chris says that you are his favorite Flores. Chris Haskell said that you are his favorite Flores. What do you think about that? He said 2 thumbs up.
I love it. That's a vote of confidence right there.
Come, you want to say hi?
No, what is his name?
Chris Haskell?
No.
Oh. Oh, we are the Flores. Oh, Rylan Flores is his favorite Flores.
Yes.
No, what is his?
Haskell. Remember? It's been so long, Chris. He doesn't remember.
I know. It's been months.
Years.
Look at this.
No, dear.
Mr. David Bussey. Welcome.
David Bussey himself.
Good morning, doctor.
Doctor. All right, everybody.
David, you and I were within 30 miles of each other a few days ago.
Yeah, I noticed after the.
I know.
I'll be right back. Let me close this out. All right, everybody. Well, great workout today. We're into a cool down. Got my little one here. Say hi, Rylan. Come over here. A little bit closer. There he is. You can see his hand. He's up. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
So, great workout.
Ready for dancing.
Ready for dancing. A big dancer. So thanks for joining in, everybody. Hope that helps answer some questions. If you're looking for a good group of riders, kind of like-minded, really looking to get the most out of Zwift Academy, head over to EnduranceLab.fit. Got an Academy booster over there. Great information, some great experience from the coaches and the riders. A really great time. Thanks for Dr.
You do that well.
Thanks to Dr. Chris Haskell and Mr. David Bussey for joining us in for that last 1 minute, and thanks for Rylan for waking up early here before the workout was over.
What? Nothing like chaos.
I didn't wake up just right now. I woke up.
You woke up even before I know. All right, everyone have
the longest involved.
All right, everyone have a great day. What a great workout. Have a good day.